All right, just as quick as possible, I want to talk about Socrative, which is an online testing and assessment application that I think works in just about every classroom setting, from bring your own device to the schools that are fortunate enough to have all of the same device. This tool will kind of bring everybody's assessment needs together, and it's very, very simple to use. So I'm going to be showing you Socrative in a couple of different ways. I've got the website up. I also have Socrative Teacher on the iPad, and I have the students set up as iPads as well. So we're going to go ahead and just create some tests and watch how it works, and you should get an idea with just a few students and a few assessments kind of how it all comes together, and you'll be able to use it right after that. So let's start by logging into the Socrative website, and I logged in as a teacher. You will have to create an account before you can do this. All right, now I'm logged in. You'll notice, first of all, that the Socrative platform is very, very easy to use. It's all a single column, and it pretty much guides you through what you'll need to know in order to continue. Starting off with right here with my room number. You are assigned a room number when you sign up for your account. This room number does not change, although there is a way that I can talk about later where you can change it to something that makes more sense to you than just a number. But this number is your number, so a lot of teachers that I work with will just put that number up on their board, and when they are going to give an assessment, the students already know that that's the room number and they can log in. One of the benefits of this testing system is that you do not have to have your students do some elaborate sign-up process. They can simply log into the room number and start working on an assessment, as opposed to needing a login and a password and an ID and all of that stuff that sometimes hinders us from using stuff. So let's go ahead, and we're just going to start right off the bat with a single question activity. So we have our room number 329489, and I'm going to go ahead and put that into the student iPad here. So 329489, and I'm going to say join room. Now I want you to notice that on your website you're using on your laptop, now we have one student who is actively in our room awaiting instructions, whether it be a big formal quiz or just a single question activity that we're going to do right now. And you can see here that the iPad is showing that you are logged in as a student to this room number, and you're waiting for teacher to start the next activity. It's really that easy. So I'm going to real quick log in a couple more students. Alright, so I've got a few students logged in now, and they are all awaiting further instructions, and you can see there that we have 3 students in the room, and they're waiting for me to trigger some sort of activity. So we're going to start with a multiple choice question. Now this single question activity is the quickest way to start a test. As a teacher, I'm going to start a single question activity, and when I do, what has happened on the student iPads is they are going to see a screen that looks like this, and it just says choose an answer, A, B, C, D, and E. And on the board or somewhere else, or maybe just I read it out loud to the class, I might ask them a question. So here's a question. I'm pretending that I just threw that up on the whiteboard, and now my students are to answer. So students in real time will just pick an answer, and so I'm going to go ahead and say this is probably B, so I'm going to answer B. And you'll see once the student has answered that question, it is now waiting for the next activity. Let's go back to our room. You'll see now that our room, our screen where we administered the test and started the test, now has one person chiming in that B is the answer. So let's go ahead. The other person is going to answer C because that's what they always answer, and the other person answers B. And you can see in live time, your students are being assessed on a question. What I like about this is you did not have to set up an elaborate test and distribute it to them. You could have simply written a question on the board. So maybe a great conversation came up in class and you just wanted to ask a good question. this would be a way to do it. Maybe you want to take a poll. Let's do this. Let's do true false here real quick. As I click on the true false, you can see that we've got 3 students active. All of the students are going to get a chance to just say true or false. So as a teacher, you could say, do you think it's possible that XYZ happened? And you would get some different results here as I'm going to click on some students. And what you will see is a nice graph that's going to give you some stuff. So imagine this for a ticket out the door or some type of project like that. So this is the first part of the using Socrative. In the next video, I'm going to talk about a quiz-based activity, and we're going to see how we can set up a permanent quiz as opposed to this quick, easy, simple quiz that we did in this video.